Greetings YouTube. In this video, I'll be talking about my latest 3D printed structure. Now, as always, it will be available to download for free off Thingiverse. I will put a link in the description below. Now, this building I did not design. It came from this book, Cut and Assemble an Early New England Village by Edmund Vincent Gillian Jr. It is printed by Dover Publications in 1977. Now, a little background, Mr. Gillian was an architect and a graphic designer, and he was an expert on New England architecture. He unfortunately passed away in 2009. Let me just take a minute before I go into the model to give him credit for the work that he did. These were all hand drawn by him. This was not Inkscape, no computer programs at that time. This would have been drawn up probably on a piece of artboard with a tech pen, and then for the colors, it would have been a piece of acetate would have been put over the artboard and registered to it, and then there was this orange film stuff, I forgot what it was called, that you'd put over the acetate and then cut out around where you wanted the color with an X-Acto knife. And there would have been a separate plate or a separate sheet of acetate for each color, and that would have become a separate plate on the printing press. And while we're on the subject of printing, I used to be in the graphic design industry in the 80s and 90s, and this would have been a very, very good print job when I was in the industry. In the 70s, this had to be the top-notch, best print job that you could get. Like this cover, that is the highest screen count that was available at the time. That's very well done. So on to the model. So my plan is to reproduce each of the structures in this book as STL files so that this generation, future generations can appreciate the work that this guy did. And I've started off with this guy right here, the bank. Here's what it looks like. And we'll look at it here in the book. So here it is in cardboard form. Oh, by the way, the sign here, I was not able to make that look good in 3D printed, so there's a PNG file I'll upload. You'll have to print that off on like a laser printer to get if you want the bank sign. So here it is, and then we'll read a little bit about it here in the back. So this was the first bank building from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. It was constructed in 1806 and then moved in 1872. Now I did go on Google Earth to look for this, and unfortunately, if you go to 800 East Street in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, there's a used car dealership there. It doesn't look anything like this, so I'm guessing this building is long gone. If it were still standing today, it'd be, what, 219 years old? So, sadly, it is gone, but you can reproduce it for yourself, and it can live on your layout or whatever you want to use it for. Okay, so here are all of the parts laid out but unassembled. We'll start with the base here. The base prints in two colors, or you wouldn't have to. It's just the floor, and then this is kind of a divider wall in case you want to light the two front and back half separately. You could skip that altogether if you don't need it. But that And then we've got the 4 walls here, the front, the back, and the 2 sides. These are almost exactly the same, except this one is missing a window. This is the right side as it would go like that. These print in 5 colors. We've got the black for the back, this the siding color, the trim color, and the doors. And then an optional is this clear for the windows. Since I'm not doing an interior in this building, I don't know what the interior looks like, and it's just a lot of work, so I skipped the interiors for this one. So they're translucent but not transparent. If you want to put an interior in there, or if you want to use like acetate or glass or something for the windows, just skip that 5th color, and then it'll just print with the windows open. Or not, it's clear, so you can put something behind it. And then the final part is the roof. So this prints in 5 colors. There's a white for here and here, and then the siding color, and the roof color, and black for the chimney, and also the brick color for the chimney. So to go with this are 2 trim pieces, and then this window, which once again has clear windows that are optional, and then this trim piece that goes around the window. So that is the whole, everything, all the different parts. So we can start putting this together. So the 2 parts to the window, this goes in here to fit. So there's this is kind of open to below, so this window light will come up through here. And then this outer trim piece goes on over the top of that. Now, these little trim pieces here go up like that. And then the other side, there's another trim that goes on that side. I'm going to wait for this to dry first. Okay, so the 4 walls, I would suggest you need to do some sanding. These will fit like that. I would sand this edge of both of the walls just to get it nice and smooth and give the glue something to stick to. So you don't want to make it like flush this way. You want to have the white trim stick out. It's designed to stick out a little bit on the corner. Kind of like that. I don't know if that's showing up on camera. You can use this base also to help hold it together when you glue it. One, two, three blocks are also very helpful. Okay, so here it is completely assembled. Once you get the 4 walls glued together, it just kind of sits down on the base. And then the top just kind of snaps on.